The Los Angeles Chargers are no strangers to big decisions. Over the last few seasons, they've been working hard to get that perfect mix of talent and salary flexibility. Two things they'll need if they're ever going to get over the playoff hump. But today, we're diving into one particular move that could set them up for a massive shift in their defensive future. And it starts with Khalil Mack. But what's next for the Chargers after Mack? Could the 2026 NFL Draft hold the key? Stick around, because we're about to break down a way too early prediction for how the Bolts might address that looming void, an edge rusher for the future. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the hottest NFL predictions and updates. And of course, drop a comment below with your thoughts on the Chargers draft strategy. Let's get into it. As we all know, the Chargers made some significant moves this offseason to reshape their defense. The team said goodbye to Pro Bowl edge rusher Joey Bosa, largely due to his bloated salary cap hit, and made a bold choice by re-signing Khalil Mack for another year. The move seemed like a solid stopgap, but make no mistake, Mack is in the twilight of his career. Now this is where things get interesting. The Chargers, led by General Manager Joe Hortiz, have clearly made a strategic move to push the future problem down the road, to the 2026 NFL Draft. That's right. According to NFL Spin Zone's Sarah Bettinger, the Chargers are already eyeing Khalil Mack's replacement for the 2026 season, and the player they could target with the number 22 overall pick is none other than Dani Dennis-Sutton, the explosive edge rusher out of Penn State. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's break down why the Chargers might be looking to make a splash at this position come 2026. The Chargers' defense has always been predicated on getting pressure from the edge. Bosa and Mack have been mainstays in the pass rush for years now. But with Bosa's departure and Mack's uncertain future, the team needs to find their next big thing. In the 2026 draft, it's likely that the Chargers will be in the market for an edge rusher, especially since in 2025, Mack will be entering the final year of his deal, and at his age, there's no guarantee that he'll return. With Joey Bosa gone, it's fair to say that the Chargers' edge room needs to be replenished, and fast. But is Dani Dennis-Sutton the right guy to fill that void? If you're not already familiar with Dani Dennis-Sutton, let's take a closer look at what makes him such an exciting prospect. Dennis-Sutton is an edge rusher out of Penn State with an intriguing combination of length, explosiveness, and athleticism. He had a standout season in 2024, posting 8.5 sacks, 13 tackles for a loss, and 2 forced fumbles. And while Abdul Carter, another star on that Penn State defense, has already entered the NFL, Dennis-Sutton has a golden opportunity to step up as the primary pass rusher for what could be a national championship contending team. His potential is undeniable. NFL scouts are already buzzing about his ability to get to the quarterback, and with another year of development, he could solidify himself as one of the top edge rushers in the country. But there's a catch. Here's the big question for the Chargers. Will Dani Dennis-Sutton even be available when they pick at number 22? It's possible that by the time the 2026 draft rolls around, his stock could soar. In fact, Pro Football Focus has Dennis-Sutton ranked as the number 29 prospect in their early big board, while Bleacher Report is more cautious, giving him a 4th-round grade. But if he has a monster 2025 season, those projections could very well change. Dennis-Sutton could rise up the boards, and suddenly he might be long gone by the time the Chargers are on the clock at 22. If that's the case, the Chargers will need to pivot, perhaps to another edge rusher, maybe someone like Tuli Tuipulotu, Bud Dupree, or even Kyle Kennard. These are all names to keep an eye on for the Chargers' defense in the 2026 draft. But with edge rushers being at a premium, they could face some stiff competition if they want to land a high-impact pass rusher. The Chargers are going to need to continue to add young talent to their defense, and it's pretty clear that they'll be targeting an edge rusher early in the 2026 NFL Draft. Mack's potential departure after 2025 only intensifies the need to find a long-term solution. While Dennis-Sutton may be the current favorite to land with the Bolts, there are so many moving parts in the draft process. It's important to remember that projections this far out are never set in stone. The Chargers might target someone else entirely, but make no mistake, they are absolutely going to need a new face on that defensive line. And if Dennis-Sutton continues to develop into the elite edge rusher scouts expect him to be, don't be surprised if the Chargers make a move to secure his services when the time comes. There's a lot of time left before the 2026 NFL Draft, and a lot can change between now and then. But one thing's for sure, the Los Angeles Chargers are going to need a plan for life after Khalil Mack, and it looks like they might already have their sights set on Dani Dennis-Sutton. What do you think? Is Dani Dennis-Sutton the perfect replacement for Khalil Mack? Or do you have someone else in mind who could fill the void? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an NFL update. And share this video with your friends. Let's get the conversation going about the Chargers draft strategy for 2026. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.